Before we start the indoor garden tour, my dog daughter Gigi and I would just like to thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in watching my outdoor succulent winter garden tour video, you can find the link down below in the description. Thanks for joining me. This is my 2019 indoor garden succulent tour. I'll show you what went wrong over the past year and what I might have got right. Yes, it was really 1 year ago that I started this little mini succulent farm here in our house. And although I didn't know what I was doing, I learned so much from all the YouTube videos. And so I now understand what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. And so in this video, I want to give you an indoor garden update, but along the way I want to show and share with you some of my hits and some of my misses so that maybe you can learn from some of my mistakes. Those look really beautiful. Those I'm not sure about, I'll discuss later. Okay. This is a Avaria that was absolutely prolific. In the past fall, anytime a leaf got pulled off or fell off, a brand new succulent emerged. And so I was able to capture many of these small rosettes in time before they became too leggy off the stem. So today I am going to go ahead and start harvesting a couple of these rosettes that are full grown and, you know, have many petals. Some of these smaller baby rosettes I'm going to go ahead and keep on the stem, and I'll harvest those in another month or so. Here are a couple of rosettes that I have pulled off, and they're healthy. I'm going to repot those today. Now these were many of the baby Avaria that came off the stem or off of leaf propagation. Now here's something strange. Maybe somebody can help me with this. Out front, I had this aeonium and the blue sticks, and the top soil, I used bark. And for whatever reason, anything near the bark just grew wild. Okay, so back here, I've repotted these Avaria, and over the winter, they didn't get enough sun. So they grew up instead of growing out. So I'm going to repot those. This guy looks very healthy. However, the 3 babies I got last summer were eaten by the birds. And that one's going to need to go outside. This one too. And then this guy gave me 2 new babies this winter. Here's another table where I keep a lot of succulents that normally are out in the yard. And I also keep babies in here until they're grown to the point that they can withstand all-day sun in the yard. The problem with bringing them in, I didn't know that we didn't have enough sunlight for them, so many of these have become quite leggy. For whatever reason, I did something right with these beautiful rosettes. These all came from stem propagation, and they're all still currently on the mother stem. I'll be harvesting them and repotting them individually. Anything that's really small, I'm keeping in the house. The burro's tail, it all went wonky. Very few of them look normal and natural, so I believe insects got to them. My main problem was not enough sun. So I'm going to go ahead and get these babies right here into full sunlight before they become exfoliated. As you can tell, we have a lot of windows here in our home, but we don't get enough southern exposure coming in. Here's an update that I want to share with you. One of my previous videos, I showed how some of these very small Avaria were growing up, getting quite tall. So what I did, even though they were babies, I clipped the top crowns off and potted them in soil in individual little mini pots. So you can check, I have a video showing how I did that. And I didn't want to get rid of the stems because I had an intuition that I would be able to harvest more babies. And sure enough, I've got more babies coming. So I'll repot those when they're strong enough to grow on their own without the parent stem. Here in this propagation tray, I'll show you the successful rosettes and then the not so successful rosettes. As you can tell here, I've got a couple of beautiful rosettes that are fully formed. And I'm going to repot them in their own pots today. But now I had left several of the rosettes on the parent stem and they etiolated. They got quite leggy, as you can see, where I'm pointing that out. Here's the problem. Not enough southern exposure coming in these windows. I mean, I get all day sunshine, but not direct sunlight, not enough. So this is the issue. Bonus footage. As Martha Stewart had Turkey Hill, I have Sunrise Ridge. That's what I call our place. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget, if you want to see more, all of my outdoor succulents are featured in this video, which you can find down below.